Starcast, your source for all your North High news. I'm Dahlia Quintanilla, and this is Carly O'Dell, and here are today's top stories.
The weather has been unpredictable this season, jumping back and forth between snow and sunshine. Here's Caitlin Frayne with more on this weather issue.
With this kind of weather, you would never guess that it's spring. Our spring sports programs have had problems competing because the weather hasn't been nice enough. Because of snow, ice, and low temperatures, about 75% of the school's outdoor sporting events have been canceled. This includes track, soccer, tennis, baseball, softball, and golf. For more inside information, we interviewed coaches and athletes about the toll this weather has taken on their spring sports season.
How do you feel about the weather affecting spring sports this season?
Well, as part of the soccer team, I feel like the weather is taking out a huge part of our season, and we're missing huge parts of it at the beginning, so we're going to have to make up for it at the end. So, it kind of sucks.
How has the weather affected the tennis season so far?
It's made a major effect, kind of a negative one. We should be having our 7th match today. We should have already had 6 of them played, but due to the snow and the rain, we've only gotten 2 matches in. Fortunately, we're 2-0, but we're behind and we're running out of dates to where if we have any more rain, we're not going to be able to reschedule those probably.
We wish the best of luck to all of our spring sports in navigating these less than ideal weather conditions. But while our spring sports may not be having the best of luck this season, our fall and winter athletes will be in for a pleasant surprise when they return next year. Seats. Plans and renovations are currently underway to bring some much needed improvements in seating in both the gym and the auditorium. The new bleachers and seats, which are scheduled to be installed beginning in early May and into the summer, will provide a much more enjoyable experience to fans and audiences alike while enjoying North High sports and activities. For more information on the details of the process, Dahlia Quintanilla met with Dr. A.
Okay, so are the rumors true? Are we getting new seats in the auditorium and new bleachers in the gym?
We are getting new bleachers in the gymnasium. The gym is going to be closed at the end of April, and for the entire month of May we will have a construction company removing the bleachers. The new ones will be going in mid-May, beginning of June, and they'll look a lot like the bleachers at East High School.
Okay.
As far as the auditorium, Northside Activities Association, NAA, which worked probably about 10 years ago on the new athletic complex down the hill.
Yeah.
They raised $1 million for that. They are now working on the auditorium seats.
So they raised the money to get the
They're
seats?
working with the school district. So for as far as the seats are concerned, NAA has a good chunk of that money raised for the new seats. The district is also considering providing new carpeting and paint.
Nice.
And the next phase is we're trying to work on the lighting system, which is
Yeah.
about $200,000.
That's a lot of money.
Yep.
So how did we get the money for the bleachers in the gym then?
That is part of the general district maintenance budget.
Okay.
So East got their bleachers last year, we're on for this year, and then West will get theirs next year. So
Nice.
it's something that we just plan ahead.
Okay, so in your opinion, how do you think the new bleachers and the seats will affect the school, as a whole?
We are losing about 400 seats.
Okay.
And it won't go up as high as the current bleachers are. So one of the problems we're going to have in the future is right now when we do an all-school assembly, we all fit on one side.
Right.
We won't be fitting all on one side anymore.
Okay.
So that's going to be a logistical thing that we'll have to work through.
All right, well, sounds good. Thank you. As of May 7th, the Northside Activities Association has secured the funds needed to begin Phase 1 of the auditorium renovation process. The old green and yellow seats, which are original to the school and actually meant to be installed at West High School, will be removed this summer. Other parts of North High are also receiving a facelift. If you've passed by the gym, you've probably noticed the old bleachers are already on their way out and the new bleachers will be installed in the weeks to come. So when students return next year, they can expect to be greeted by the new bleachers in the gym and new seats in the auditorium.
In other news, we have a problem. It's called PDA, aka Public Display of Affection. While there's nothing wrong with showing affection for loved ones, no one wants to see a couple snogging in the hallway as if they're never going to see each other again. Not convinced PDA is an issue? We have Dahlia Quintanilla here with the inside scoop on PDA in the school and how it affects daily life at North High.
I'm Dahlia Quintanilla, and after you watch this clip, I want you to think about how it influenced you. wrong with this video? In high school, there are just some things that you should not do. Groping, making out, cuddling in the doorways. This public display of affection, or PDA, is somewhat of an issue at North High, and teachers obviously have a problem with it.
So what is your opinion on PDA?
You know, as a teacher, I don't really like to see PDA in any of the hallways. I don't think school's the place or time for any of those things. It's sometimes offensive for other kids. So I guess in my opinion, I would just like to not see it in the hallways at all.
So how do you feel about PDA?
I think that PDA is a major sign of disrespect. There are some things that just need to be left in private. You know, is hand-holding appropriate? Probably. Anything else, we just don't need to see it.
Your opinion on PDA?
With the kids in the hallway,
Yes.
it's disgusting. The kids don't want to see me making out with my wife. I don't want to see them making out with whomever they choose to make out with. I got a little comment to make to the boys about PDA. Gentlemen, grow up. The women aren't going to cheat on you in the 5 minutes they have to get from one class to another. That's all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Some of you might think that teachers are the only ones that have problems with PDA, but students have complaints as well.
What I feel about PDA is that it's disgusting and nasty. They should stop. They need to get a room. So, yeah.
I guess I don't really care for the most part, as long as it's not too over the line. It can get disgusting if I see them like all over each other, but
when you're at home or in private or something, you can do whatever you want, I don't care, but if you're like in public, like you have to be considerate of other people, and I just don't like when they like do it in the middle of a crowd. That's basically what I think about it.
Now, in no way am I saying that showing affection to your significant other is such a bad thing, but it's not something that everyone wants to see. It's disrespectful, offensive, and some students and teachers find it alike uncomfortable. Like I said, there are just some things you don't do in public, but of course there are some things that are acceptable. Let's keep it clean, North High.
Thanks, Dahlia. That's all we have for you guys today. Thank you for joining us on the Starcast today. I'm Marissa Marino, and have a great day, North High.